when I learned that there was an A-frame house for sale in my town and it was only $60,000, I've never Googled that fast ever in my life to try to find the address ever. Just like, whoa, big girl move fast. Hi friends, I am Sarah, also known as Budget Girl here on the internet, and I've been shopping for my next real estate investment property. So if you don't know me, I've been on YouTube now for over 6 years talking about my personal finance journey out of $33,000 worth of debt on a super low income, now to a $50,000 plus multiple income streams, wealth building kind of badass. I'm just gonna say it. I'm feeling myself today. I'm feeling confident. I currently own a duplex. I bought it almost a year ago and I'm living in one side and renting out the other. I have a full playlist of videos on that and more on me looking for houses in my area, on why I'm real estate investing, on what house hacking is, and on all of my numbers for this. I actually just refied this duplex and I'm currently making money while living in it. But I will make a lot more money once I move out. So, and I can rent both units for full market value. I'm currently shopping for my next real estate purchase. And I'm doing the same thing I did last year. I am looking at a ton of properties. I'm running all of the numbers. I'm looking at the areas and I'm being really, really picky because I don't like to lose money. One day, all of a sudden I see on Facebook Marketplace, a house pops up. Y'all, not just a house, I don't know when I became obsessed with A-frames, but it happened at some point and now I really, really want one. I've always really been interested in tiny homes, converted campers, schoolies, that kind of thing. And one of my long-term wealth building goals is I would like to have a little piece of property where I can put those types of things and then rent them out as short-term rentals like Airbnbs to the college kids and sports fans in my town and make money off of that. And I just think that would be the funnest, coolest thing. And I hope that that will happen for me one day. In fact, that is gonna happen for me one day. I don't know what day it's gonna be, but it will. It's in downtown Bryan. Downtown Bryan, Texas would be an excellent location for an Airbnb, specifically one for people that are directed at either coming through as tourists or to visit their kids at Texas A&M or to go to sports, and it would just be amazing. Obviously, there's only so much land in downtown. I was actually thinking of purchasing right outside of town because it's gonna be cheaper. So, $60,000 A-frame pops up on Facebook Marketplace and I'm like, because I've never seen it. It's tucked away down there and it's probably the only one in at least a 40-mile radius. It is from 1935. And this video is the journey of me checking it out. So come check out an A-frame with me. Watch me walk through this deal and see if I'm gonna buy an A-frame. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. I've been working at this for 6 years. I'm real patient, but if you've been watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, why the heck not? It's free, and we love a freebie around here. Plus, you don't want to miss out on whatever I buy next, do you? I don't think so. All right, let's get into the video. So the buyer is actually outside, and I told him, like, you know, owner gave us the code in case we wanted to walk through, in case you fell through. This is the A-frame. Let's look at it. So first off, you come in and it feels very small. I mean, that's okay. I love this staircase.
Yeah, you like it now.
Yeah, I would not like it in the middle of the night. I understand that. There are some panels that are a little, and obviously all of the carpet would have to be ripped out. I wonder how much of this wall would need redoing. Oh, so many nails just, oh, this feels kind of short. I bet like light would help it though. That looks a little scary. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, this one out here.
Yeah.
I thought that was odd. There is a dishwasher.
Yeah, I saw the dishwasher.
I'm not sure.
That'd be for a stove, and this would be for the fridge.
Yeah, well, it's very small.
Oh, look, you can see outside.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But because
and
of
like
this,
panels coming off,
you like
it would stick out a ways.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this is the first bedroom. The ceilings feel very low.
Well, they kind of are.
Window units, of course, and they're kind of.
I think you're gonna like this.
Oh, this little bathroom.
You know, Shine my light in here.
You come in here and you literally have to.
And you have to do that because the sink
Sticks out this
area
far.
isn't very big.
So you have to bend like this. So the tub feels full size, but to get to the tub and to get out, you have to do this shuffle.
Which is why you have that bar on there to help maneuver. So if the floor is slick.
And the floor also feels a little spongy. I should also mention this is a really tiny lot. This is like, so there's the fence line is right there, and then someone else's property is right there, and it's kind of a trailer park.
That's all eaten up too.
I wonder if that was like a dog or what.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting insulation
But
job.
this floor is very,
Oh yeah.
it all has to be torn out and replaced.
Oof. Okay, let us head up the curly stairs. Oh, that's an interesting little. Okay, stairs feel solid, but banner not so much.
Still don't like going up them.
So it feels a little better up here because I can't actually touch the ceiling. That's an interesting little corridor. Cubbies.
And you've got a very picturesque view of the neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, trailer house right there, and then trailers down there. But Bryan has rules where trailers after so long have to be removed and they can't be replaced with trailers. So this one's actually not as bad, I think. Like you can stand up in here.
It's also only a half bath.
Yeah, so you have to shower downstairs. It looks like there's a lot of places where the seaming. There's an attic here?
Apparently.
Huh.
I guess you gotta use the top of the triangle.
Okay. Very, very tiny room. Vent in the floor. Change. Ooh, that looks interesting. Where the top is bowing in a little. You can either put a bed here and then have to kind of like, or have it come out here and have to go do that around the end. That might fit. A bed would come to about right here. But then you also couldn't sit up in bed because...
You know, maybe that's what happens when your walls are at an angle.
I love the A-frames. There are challenges to hanging stuff on the walls. This wall outlet's kind of interesting. Right at eye level. The floors up here feel fine.
Yeah, they feel better up here, but you'd probably still wanna. I mean, come on, look at this.
Well, yeah, I mean...
It's still gotta be
and
ripped
there's an
up.
outlet down there, too.
Oh, yeah. Very easy to reach.
I mean, I think this is just a carpet. This isn't even, like, carpeting. This is just a rug. Yeah, ripping all this out and putting luxury vinyl plank in it would be fine.
Yeah, the red.
Yeah, this is just a rug.
The red is the original.
I could tell over there, because see, that carpet's seamed. Yeah. Very small closet, which is why I was thinking it would be good for an Airbnb. Feel it.
Probably want to just like knock this out and put in a pole so you can get down faster.
If it weren't this highlighter yellow, maybe? I can't really tell. Upstairs, I think it's pretty fine. White, fresh coat of paint. New floors. Have to figure out some interesting,
Pull all this stuff off.
yeah, solutions for the... Jacob, this place has obviously not been lived in for a while. It's gonna get some little roaches. So the living room area, nice long article couch like ours, but make it a pull-out bed. And then TV over here, little dinette over there, little place to put your keys and stuff. I mean, the living room's small. It's an 800 square foot house, but this is reasonable. It's just a matter of if the walls all need to be fixed or replaced or not. It is from the 30s. The electrical terrifies me. And I'm not sure how safe this is.
Well, we went up it. It seemed fine.
Yeah, but there are splits in that log.
Always in denial of what I saw right in front of me. And every time I'm so damn lost to what I loved and what I lost. But let's get lost in love tonight.
Oh yeah, kitchen's pretty decent. I'm a little scared to open them. Oh, well, very shallow cabinets. better.
Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever, let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away.
Honestly, I find that bathroom very problematic. That floor has some issues right there. Long story short, I messaged the guy who's selling the property. He said it's under contract. Those things fall through sometimes though. So he gave me the code to look at it, and I told him I was going over today. Happened to meet the guy who is currently contracted to buy it, and he seemed super nice. He didn't mind me looking around or filming, and he even asked if I might be willing to partner deal. He's got a contractor out there right now, and looking at the damage and how much it would cost to flip. I think it might be a big flip project. He did say he's seen underneath and it's newer plumbing and piping, which is good. I was worried about clay pipes. Yeah, he's checking it out. I don't know if I'll hear from him or not. I don't necessarily know if I would be willing to partner with him on it. He made an all cash offer, which I cannot compete with at this point. Yeah, he said he'd been out there 3 times to look at it, and that
Each time he noticed more that was wrong with it.
yeah, which I think is just kind of the way things go if you're looking at a house that was built in the 30s. He might be more of a short-term flipper, because he also asked like, well, let me get your number. Maybe if I fix it up, I can sell it to you. I might actually be okay with that. I don't know how much it would cost to fix, but I'm much more interested in long-term holding real estate. And I think this neighborhood is gonna get much nicer. And literally that's how long it took to get to downtown. So now you might know where the house is if you're in the area, kinda. I think that might be a cool property to own like in the next 20 years. But I do think it's probably gonna cost him maybe 20 grand to fix it up. It might depend on how much his workers cost and how much they can do for cheap. Electric worries me after looking at it. But such a cool house. I think I could make it cute. I don't think that would be a great house for a annual rental. I think someone trying to live in that would probably not love all of its little quirks. I think it would be ideal for a short-term rental if you could make it really, really cute. What do you think of it, Jacob?
I think that staying in it for a weekend is one thing, because that's not long enough to hate it. But if you lived in it day in, day out, you'd probably be sick of it very fast.
Yeah, I agree. Just because of the size. And I'm not saying all A-frames are going to be like that. This is the first one I've ever been in. I've only seen them online before, but some of them like feel very spacious. They're well planned out. This is older. We shall see. And maybe I will hear from the guy that is currently purchasing it. So I was saying it might be actually cheaper to build A-frame from like a kit or some simple plans. I've seen some online. There's some really gorgeous ones online, but the issue around here is the land. I've seen tiny plots of land go for $60,000+. So this house is selling for 60 grand with its tiny little postage stamp lot, but it's located close to downtown Bryan and therefore the college. There's the other plots of land that I've seen go up for sale around here in the last year. It's either like 25 grand for a little plot in the really, really bad part of town where you wouldn't want to build, or way out super far and then it's super expensive, like $100,000 for land. So,
you know, if that guy said that he'd been out here 3 times, that means he's been looking at this for a while.
I mean,
this listing just went up, didn't
the
it?
listing's been up for a week, but honestly, if I were interested in buying...
You telling me that guy's been out here 3 times in a week?
We've been out here twice in a week.
Yeah, but no, I don't think he's been out here 3 times in a week. I'm saying he's probably been looking at it longer than this, and the guy listed this thing on Facebook.
He did say that he'd seen another A-frame within, like, because I mentioned that I hadn't seen any. Jacob knows of one in like North Gulch that was for sale.
No, it wasn't for sale. Somebody lives in it.
Oh, someone lives in it, sorry. And he said, because he asked me if I'd looked at any comps, and I was like, I don't know where they are. I don't know where any A-frames are. And he said that he'd only seen one other in the area and it wasn't for sale. So he might also be looking for that kitsch factor. He didn't give a ton away, but he was nice.
He said he was out by like Benchley though, and I believe that's like 40 miles away.
That's pretty far away.
But there aren't a lot of A-frames, so
but with the condition of that, it might be cheaper to build one. We have been on quite a Sarah venture today. We started out with Jacob taking me to an estate sale that I saw online that had a ton of Texas A&M Aggie stuff. It's actually the estate of like a former provost or something, and he just had so much stuff. I got $26 worth of really cool stuff. That knickknacks and stuff. I found a little wooden plaque of the building and one for my boss, so that was neat. And then we went to get a coffee, and then we went to pick up a cabinet off of Facebook Marketplace for the A unit of my duplex, and now we're at thrift store.
Always in denial of what I saw right in front of me. And every time I'm so damn lost to what I loved and what I lost. But let's get lost in love tonight.
This is one of my favorite thrift stores. Now I'm gonna shop.
Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay tonight again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together.
Mixed reaction to what I bought. Okay, so first I got this for $1.
Is it an eyeglass case?
No, it's just a little box. I needed it.
Maggie's okay with it.
Maggie likes it. I mean, it could have, you know, ear things or whatever in it. I thought it was cool wood.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, but this is the real prize.
I guess it's a pot with drainage.
Isn't it adorable?
I guess.
It
Maggie.
has a little face.
She doesn't seem too bothered by it.
Don't you love him? I feel like his name is like George or Benny or something. Like, look at his little tongue. He's just so disgusted. He's like, my new friend, and I love him. Found a thing on the bottom of this that says it was made by someone named Houston, Huston, in 1989. So this is 32 years old and was handmade. And I will have it when I need a small container for something. Sometimes I have to look out for future me. You understand? Okay. And here's what I got at the estate sale and at the thrift store today. This little box was $1. This little guy was 50 cents. This cool Aggie ornament from that estate sale was, I think she said 50 cents. I think this was $1. Each of these cups were $2, and they're kind of vintage Aggie stuff. It's fun. This is a building I work at on campus, and this was $5. And this is another campus building, and it was $5 too. That's for my boss. And then this was $3, little Aggie ornament, little Aggie thing, $3. I think this was also $3. This was some vintage pins, that was $1. So I spent $26 at the Aggie estate sale and $1.50 at the thrift store. Wonderful day, fun day. Okay, so I didn't end up buying the A-frame, mostly because it would be about as much money to reno it as it would be to purchase land elsewhere and just build a new one. But I'm a little sad to see it just kind of slip out of my hands. I got really excited. It was really fun to be in one. I've never actually been in an A-frame before, even though I'm obsessed with them. That needs to be ameliorated. And yeah, that's how I walked through that deal, and the whole process of me getting really excited and jazzed and then getting less excited and kind of scared and running the numbers and realizing it wasn't the deal for me. But there will be another one. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, please go ahead and like it and subscribe, and maybe comment down below if you would have bought a A-frame that's that old, and what you would do about the whole bathroom situation. That was really weird. I don't know if I fully showed how awkward that was, but that's gotta be against like every housing code. I don't think that could have ever passed anything, to be honest. And I'm wondering what the heck, right? Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.